Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing in this whole lockdown situation? I think everyone's got a little bit stir crazy, hence why I've got a moustache. So, today's video, as you would have seen by the title, we're working on the quad again, hopefully getting this thing finished off. So, in the last video, we had the thing up and running. I sent a little clip, you can see a little clip where I was riding out on the road, just a little blast up my private track where I was trying to do some mapping, and I was finding around about 5,000 RPM, slightly before maybe 4,500-ish, it would just hit a wall of boost, and it wouldn't push past it. So even disconnecting the turbo didn't make a difference. Still hit this wall. So basically what I've been putting it down to is the stock VR sensor, the little pickup that's used to seeing 1 or 2 pickups per revolution, now has to see 36. So that's just maybe outside its comfort zone. So now what I've gone and done is I bought a hall sensor, and it's a universal hall sensor that a lot of people use on drag cars and stuff like that. And this is it here. This is a Cherry ZF NPN sensor. It's a Hall effect sensor, and it's designed to work with like a lot of pickup teeth. So this runs to around, I think it's 15,000 hertz, which is like stupid amount of accuracy and a stupid amount of resolution. So it's going to pick up that no problem at all. So basically I'm going to mount this onto the casing and have it pointing down, you know, to the trigger wheel itself. Right guys, I've made this little bung up in the lathe, and I've just tacked it on here and here just to kind of get it all steady, and in the inside there I've put some Honda Bond in there. Can't beat a bit of Honda Bond, my favourite sealant ever. I'm going to get all the swarf out it and stick it back on. In fact, I better make sure that when I've threaded that, the Hall effect sensor actually screws in. And there we have it, coming through nicely. So the idea of leaving the sort of big bit at the top when I machined it was so I could put the lock nut on it, lock nut it, and that'll be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I think that's going to work a treat. Right guys, so what I've done now is obviously stuck the sensor in, put a bit of heat shrink on there and some of this nice wrap, and we'll just sort of tidy it there up to the ECU. Left this cover off just now because I'll probably have to do the timing again, you know, I done last time, so I can actually see roughly, and then look down there to see the actual teeth itself when it gets close enough. Just need to stick these pieces back in here. This is just for the starter itself, and the gasket, there's an O-ring in here actually ripped, so I'll just use a little bit of Honda Bond around the outside there. It was sealed fine last time, so that'll be no issues, and start working on the ECU side. I'm just going to have to take off the VR conditioner, and I have to put some jumpers on different pins. 5 volts going to the sensor, ground, and yeah, the signal going to the signal wire. It's that easy. So, but it's easier said than done, the usual here. Right guys, so what we're at just now is I've got the cables run up to here. Just need to find out which is power, ground and signal, and here's the ECU. I've put the jumpers across and taken off the what do you call that, VR conditioner. There we go. ECU is all back together again. You can see the vac line and everything there, and this cable is actually just for going into the laptop. So I'm going to have a look over the settings, and again I have to play with that timing marks to get that all set up again, and hopefully it starts with this new trigger signal, this new Hall sensor. Here's hoping, I really hope it does, because this thing's pushing on my patience. So I've been at it a couple of hours, and I can't seem to get a trigger signal on the laptop. So turns out that I need to play with pull-up resistors. Speaking at Dwight at WERX, is it WERX? DC WERX. He is actually like God with these Speeduinos. He's really clever, and so I've been speaking to him, and he's given me some help and tips, as in to go for this pull-up resistor. So I've ordered one which should be here tomorrow. I need to go for 1k ohm between 5 volts and ground, so to make pull-up resistance. Yo guys, how's it going? Still got the moustache. It's a different day. I got myself a little 1k ohm resistor. I've got it in there, and now if you could see on the screen, 36 minus 1 straight off the sensor, so that's great. For some reason the ECU's not seeing that yet though, but I'm going to look at it, seeing how I can configure it to work. So guys, getting somewhere now. What we'll actually end up doing is putting on the VR conditioner again, just to give it a try, because it wasn't working without it. And with that in, and the pin going into as a normal VR sensor with it actually being Hall, we have some trigger patterns. So with the trigger patterns, we should then have an RPM. In fact, we guarantee we will have an RPM. So that's good. So I'm going to solder that resistor in so it's happy, and I'm going to try and crank it over and see if we've got an RPM. And that's the same guy, Dwight at DC WERX, DC WERX on YouTube. He'll even do sort of, if you've got yourself an ECU and you put it in, he'll go online and remote tune your car if you wanted to. So he's just like all knowledge. He's got incredible knowledge. He's always working on these things. So he's a really good hand. So worth giving him a wee visit on YouTube. Watch some of his stuff, and he shows you some of the basics as well, so you can get the car set up mostly yourself. I'm going to go to gauge cluster because I want to see if we can see an RPM here. So, ignition. Yes, RPM. So that's good because we've got RPM. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to charge up the battery a little bit because she's a little bit dead, and that's on min and she's pulling 8 amps. So we'll get that charged up, and yeah, we should be good to get this thing fired up. Again, be exciting with this Hall sensor. I'm hoping it'll rev past 4,000 RPM like it was stuck at last time. Right, so what we're going to use now is a timing gun to get it matched up. Let's see if we can get this cranking over, and we'll get the time gun on it. So it looks like we're going to have to adjust that very slightly. It was 320, and now we've got it at 299, and that's just the difference of degrees between this one and this one. So it must be around about 20 degrees that. So we're there or thereabouts. I'm going to put the cap back on the bottom here, because ideally you need to get it timed up when the thing's running. And we'll get this cap on here because it breathes like hell. And I don't want to kill another camera. I mean, the GoPro, right enough, is waterproof. The G7X took an absolute beating. I put another lens on it, by the way, and yeah, she's still dead. So what I'll do now is put the fuel pump on. And try cranking her, see if it makes any noises. Whoa, that was a noise. Get in there. Oh yes, straight away now. Let's get the timing light on her. See if she's looking. So we're just off very slightly. Right. Right, so what I need to do, yeah bastard, what I need to do is I need to sort a little oil leak. I think it's coming from here. We use this as a oil feed for the turbo, so I'm going to pull these off because most likely the crush washers are a bit done. And then I'm going to take out this lambda sensor because I need to put in this bung, just so it's tighter, because when you've got loose widebands and wideband sensors, or if it's too close to the end, you'll find that you'll get a false reading. So yeah, there's some resistors. 1k ohm I had to use, that's the resistance I had to use for pull-up resistor. I'm going to tape these up, stick it all back down again, and we should be good to start mapping. Right guys, as you can see she's purring away like a kitten. But she seems to be happy, so... turbo noises. Right guys, so out doing a little bit of mapping, so we're on the private farm track again, and yeah, so far it's going alright. I've not had any issues. I'm mega rich, so I need to sort that out. It's misfiring a bit because it's like 9 AFR, so keep playing with it and see what goes. But yeah, so far so good. No oil leaks or anything like that. Oh yes, as you guys seen from that video, she goes well, boost well, fueling's good, she's happy, no misfiring, and I managed to hit the limiter a few times. The limiter's just down at 7,500 just now, but yeah, she's fun, really fun. So got a bit of problem with response, as in when you slap the throttle open, she bucks a bit, but I'm not sure if that's because the piping being too small and not having like a big inlet manifold. And also fuel seems to be quite sensitive with that, but yes, going in the right direction. Anyway guys, I'm going to go over logs and stuff like that, and I'm absolutely buzzing, things going class, and you guys stay classy, and we'll catch you in the next vid. Cheers.